Hello friends, today we are going to start our second subject of commerce, 11th commerce. Yes, as in the previous video of economics, we were discussing that there are four main subjects of commerce: accountancy, statistics, economics and organization of commerce. So today we are going to start our second subject, that is OC, or it's also known as BA. OC stands for Organization of Commerce and BA stands for Business Administration. Now, business. Being a Gujarati or born and brought up in Gujarat, we used to say that a business is in our blood. ધંધો ગુજરાતીઓના લોહીમાં છે. So business is in the blood of Gujarati people. Now, as it's a new subject, so directly moving towards the business terminology, or for what the business stands, or what are the objectives of it, or what are the causes of it, the risk related to it. Before discussing that much, let us start with some fundamental activities. That is our chapter 1 or unit 1, nature, purpose and scope of business. Nature, purpose and scope of business means in this chapter we have to discuss about the nature of business, purpose of business, scope of business. We have to focus on business itself. But as we all know that business is an economic activity. So now we need to start from the activity first, that what kind of activities are commonly seen surrounding by us. So there are mostly two types of activities. One is economic activity, another is non-economic activity. Economic activity, non-economic activity. As its name suggests, that when we are talking about economic activity, its main aim, its main purpose is to get economic gain. To get economic gain means an activity from which we are getting any benefit. Any economic benefit, that is known as economic activity. So if we have to define it, then I can say any activity which is carried out with the objective of economic gain. Any activity that is carried out with the objective of economic gain is known as economic activity. Whether your father is a businessman, or your father is a professional one, or your father is an employee, he is working with some corporate company, he is involved in economic activity. Because to do the business, to be a part of professional body, or to be an employee, they all are working for getting something in return. Without any return, we do not work anywhere. Without any return, we do not work anywhere. So when we are talking about economic activity, a clear concept and a clear idea must be there in our mind that any activity that is to be carried out with the purpose of economic gain, any benefit, any return is known as economic activity. Now, man is a social animal. We all are human beings. So we have some feelings, we have emotions, we have attachments, we have relations. We have a sense of service to the society. We have a sense of service to the country. So, if there is any activity that is to be carried out without any economic gain, means the purpose, the motive, the intention, the objective after doing that activity is social service, is service to the nation, then that activity is known as non-economic activity. The non-economic activity is a sharp opposite to the term economic activity. Because in economic activity, the objective is to get economic gain, economic benefit. But when it comes to non-economic activity, such activities are carried out without any intention of economic gain. Yes, the service or the work or the activity that you do towards your friends, your families, your relatives during the time of pandemic or any earthquake or in any natural calamity, if you are doing service to the mankind, as we all know, service to the mankind is service to God. So in those activities, we are not expecting anything in return. Those activities are purely done from our heart. It's not done on the basis of any economic gain. So the concept of economic activity and non-economic activity is very clear. With the purpose of economic gain, economic activity. Without any purpose of economic gain, non-economic activity. Now, to understand the concept more precisely, let us create the difference between these two terms. Means the difference between economic activity and the difference between non-economic activity. Look at the board. The second topic that I have written is difference between economic and non-economic activity. Now friends, in bracket I have written metro. It's not a question, anyone, it's not a topic. But in BA, in OC, in each and every chapter, there are 5 to 7 questions. In every question, there are several points. So at the end, if you will conclude total points, there will be more than 4 to 500 points. So to remember that, I have developed a technique of short form. So whatever points we are going to study in case of difference between the economic activity and non-economic activity, we have to keep in mind the term metro. What? Metro. METRO. M stands for meaning, E stands for expectations, T stands for types, R stands for risk and uncertainty, and O stands for objective. So you have to keep it in mind, the meaning and this 5 point of difference in the very short form with the help of a single term, and that is metro. METRO. Let us start with the very first point, that is meaning. Now meaning we have already discussed, that with the purpose of economic gain, economic activity. Without any purpose of economic gain, non-economic activity. Number 2, objective. The objective of any economic activity is to gain economic benefit, economic gain. At the same time, the objective of any non-economic activity is service, is social welfare, is service to the society, is service to the nation. So, objective of economic activity is to get economic benefit, economic gain, and the objective of non-economic activity is just to render social service. Number 3, expectation. When we are doing any economic activity, in exchange, in return, as a consideration, we must be getting salary or wages, we must be getting profit, we must be getting fees. So when it comes to expectation, when it comes to return, when it comes to consideration, in economic activity, you will get salary or wages, or profit, or fees. And here in non-economic activity, there is no such expectation. There is no such expectation. To help the poor people, to help the needy people, we don't expect anything from them. So, non-economic activity is carried out without such expectation. Now, number 4, types. Yes. This is the point on the basis our entire chapter is dependent. Means our chapter is based upon this point, types. Economic activity can be classified into 3 parts. Economic activity can be classified into 3 heads. Number 1, business. Number 2, profession. And number 3, employment. Business, profession, employment. The name of our chapter, that is nature, purpose and scope of business, means we are going to discuss about the business itself. And business is a type of economic activity. So here we have to state that economic activity can be of three types, or it can be classified into three heads: business, profession and employment. But in non-economic activity, there are no such types. There are no such types. Number 5, risk and uncertainty. Yes, as economic activity is carried out with the purpose of economic gain, there always remains the essence of risk and uncertainty. All economic activities contain the element of risk. All economic activities are uncertain in nature. Yes, there are many types of risk associated to that we'll understand, that we'll learn in the next upcoming questions. And uncertainty. There are chances in a business, in a profession, in an employment. There are some risk and uncertainties to that. But when we are talking about non-economic activity, no risk, no uncertainty. When you want to help someone without any expectation, then there is no risk. There is no uncertainty. Yes, if during the earthquake, you are going to feed few people who have become shelterless, those who have lost their house. So there isn't any loss to you, there isn't any risk, there isn't any uncertainty. So this was all about our question number 1, economic and non-economic activity. And in that case, the another topic we have studied, that is difference between economic and non-economic activity. Short form you have to remember METRO, METRO, where M stands for meaning, E stands for expectation, T stands for types, R stands for risk and uncertainty, and O stands for objective. So this is METRO. This is METRO. Now, let us continue with the second question. As in the difference in the point number 4 we have seen, economic activities can be of three types. Economic activities can be classified into three heads: business, profession and employment. So first we are going to study business. So our next topic is meaning of business and characteristics of it. Meaning of business and characteristics of it. Now, one thing is very much clear, that whatever definition we have seen in case of economic activity, the same definition is applicable to business also, because business is a type of economic activity itself. As we have seen that any activity carried out with the purpose of economic gain, so that is known as economic activity. So business is an economic activity itself. Business is an economic activity itself. So when I am trying to define the term business, it contains the element of economic activity. And that is the reason, see, in characteristics, the last point is economic activity. Means economic activities are of three types: business, profession, employment. When we are talking about business, so business is also a type of economic activity. So first of all, let us undertake the meaning of the term business. Now, it's a very common term. Many of time we are using the word when we introduce someone, we say he is a good businessman. He is a businessman of our community. He is a businessman in our society. Or we say that my father is a businessman. He is doing a business. So exactly what he is doing? He is doing, or she is doing, if your mother is also a businesswoman, then he or she is doing any economic activity. Now we don't have to say any activity, because any activity, it can be economic, it can be non-economic. But it is clear that business is an economic activity. So now we have to emphasize upon any economic activity. Now with economic activity, we have to add the term legal. Any legal economic activity. Yes, illegal activities cannot be termed as a business. In business, you have to undertake only those activities which are permitted by the government, which are not restricted by the government, which are not prohibited by the government. So, any legal economic activity, keep this term in mind, any legal economic activity carried out with the motive of profit. With the motive of profit. See, economic gain can be of three types. It can be profit, it can be fees, it can be salary. As business is a type of economic activity itself, so whatever gain a businessman or whatever benefit a businessman is getting from the business, that benefit, that gain is known as profit. That gain or that benefit is known as profit. So once again, let us repeat the definition and look at the word. That any legal, the term to be emphasized is legal. Any legal economic activity. Any legal economic activity carried out. Any legal economic activity carried out with the motive of profit. With the motive of profit is known as business. Is known as business. So now, the definition that we have seen is also written on the board. Any legal economic activity carried out with the motive of what? With the motive of profit. With the motive of profit. So once again, any legal economic activity carried out with the motive of profit is known as business. So anyone in the society doing any legal economic activity, and against that, if he or she is expecting profit as a return, it's known as business. It's known as business. Now, characteristics of business. Total, we have 6 characteristics. Number 1, objective of profit. And it is very clear in the definition itself that not a single businessman is there in the society who's working without the intention of profit. If he is not working for the intention of profit, then he is not doing the business, then is not doing the economic activity, then that activity would be termed as non-economic activity. But here we are talking about business. Business is an economic activity. So we need to get economic gain, and that economic gain in business is known as profit. And yes, profit means what? So in accountancy, it will be more clear that profit stands for when your selling price is more than your cost price. Means when your income of the business is more than the expense of your business. When your income is in excess of the expenditure, then the amount is known as profit. Yes, the efficiency of the business can be measured in terms of profit. Means a firm getting a more profit is termed as a more efficient firm, and a firm with the less profit is termed as less efficient firm. And that is the reason profit is known as the barometer of business. Profit is known as the barometer of business. Means if you want to measure the productivity, if you want to measure the efficiency of a business, then you can compare the two business on the basis of profit earning capacity. Profit earning capacity. So number 1 is objective of profit. And yes, profit means fair profit. Profit means fair profit, excess profit nahi. A businessman, if he want to survive for a longer period, if he want to survive in a business with a good name, then a fair profit is required. Fair profit is required. Number two, and that is exchange of goods and services. Yes, business means only to sell the goods? Nahi, no. Business means only to manufacture goods? No. Business means the exchange of goods as well as rendering the services, generating the services. For example, nowadays you all are making a use of smartphone. Suppose you have a smartphone of Samsung company, and in that cell phone, in that smartphone, you are making the use of Jio SIM card. So, cell phone, that is a smartphone, is a goods. As it's a tangible, it can be seen, it can be touched. While the company providing telecommunication services, the company providing communication services, that is Jio. Jio is a service providing firm. So both are doing the business. See, only the owner or the manufacturer of Samsung company is not in need of profit, but the owner of Jio, the Jio company, is also working for the profit. So when it comes to profit, it involves the exchange of goods and rendering the services. A manufacturer manufacturing, producer producing, or shopkeeper are exchanging, so we term them as a goods. And when it comes to services, banking service, transportation services, insurance services, finance services, telecommunication services, warehouse services, all these are also working for the objective of profit. Yes. Number three, risk and uncertainty. Now, as we all know, in the difference, fifth point we have seen is risk and uncertainty. In non-economic activity, there is no risk, no uncertainty. But in economic activity, there is risk, there is uncertainty. So business is also a type of economic activity. So yes, it contains the element of risk and uncertainty. See, fire took place in a company, sudden earthquake, workers are on strike of transporters. Yes, it's a risk, it's an uncertainty. Government policy changes. Certain rules and regulations which were prevailing before, now the rules and regulations have changed. A live example is, previously the shopkeeper used to keep their shops open till 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. But now, due to the present situation, according to the government norms, you have to close your shops by sharp 8 p.m. So that is uncertainty. Again, government from tomorrow, government can have a notification, government can issue the notification that from tomorrow onwards, you are supposed to shut down your shops, your economic activities by 6 p.m. So we have to follow that norm. So business is full of risk and uncertainty. Now, number 4, creation of utility. Now this is most important. Creation of utility. It can be a time utility, it can be a place utility, it can be a form utility. It can be a time utility, it can be a place utility, it can be a form utility. And with the help of commerce, with the help of business and the other ancillary services, with the help of other auxiliary services, this creation of utility has become possible. In any business, when it comes to form utility, means the manufacturer or businessman converts the raw material into the finished goods. After undertaking certain process on that, they convert raw material into finished goods. So it's a form utility. The product of one place is available across the nation. The apples from Kashmir are available across the India. The mangoes of Gujarat are even available in America. So that is known as place utility. And yes, of course, time utility. Nowadays, many products we are getting across the year, 365 days. That is time utility. Whenever we need product, at whichever place we need product, in whatever form we want, that stands for creation of utility. Utility means demand satisfying or a want satisfying capacity of a commodity. If a commodity can satisfy your want, if a commodity can satisfy your need, then we can say that such commodity is having a utility. So utility means want satisfying capacity of a commodity, and that a businessman can create. Number 5, requirement of money. Yes, money, vitamin M. Money is required. Whether you start the business, you want to continue the business, or you want to wind up. Means to close the business also money is required. Whether you want to do the commercialization, whether you want to do the modernization, whether you want to do the expansion of business, money is required at every stage of business. Money is required at every stage of business. It is required to pay the salary. It is required to buy the machines. It is required to buy the raw material. It is required to buy the land, building, furniture, vehicles, etc. Whatever you need in the business, money is required. So starting from the business, that is right from the establishment, right from the commencement, till the business exists in the society, in the market, money is required. And the last topic for today's session is number 6, economic activity. Yes, you must be thinking that this point must be at the top. It must be the first one. But no, that's right. It's a concluding point. That if you are doing an economic activity, then as a business, you must be getting a profit. You have to make the exchange of goods and services. Risk and uncertainties are also associated. You need to create the utility. The requirement of money is there. So all these characteristics are of economic activity also. So at the end, we would like to conclude that a business that is an economic activity is the element of a business. In the starting, we have seen economic activities can be classified into 3 heads, and from those 3, one is business. Is it clear? So in the next video, we'll continue with the objectives of business and the risk associated to business. Thank you.